Let's talk a little bit about the always fraught subject of the presidency and the press. We have gone through 4 years of the most unbelievably hostile and confrontational attitude toward the press. How deep do you think the damage has been, and can we repair this breach and get back to somewhat more civilized relations between president and press, which are always difficult?
By definition, the press should be a little bit of a thorn in the side of power, and in the United States that means poking and prodding the president. And presidents don't like being poked and prodded all the time, and I record in my book all the times that I think the press is unfair to me. But what I never lost sight of, and what I think has been our tradition, is the recognition that the Fourth Estate is vital to a functioning democracy. The notion that you would threaten them or call them an enemy of the state or try to delegitimize a press that does the job of fact-checking and expecting evidence when you float accusations. That kind of bullying behavior we haven't seen to the extent that we've seen it recently. The good news is I think that you're going to have a new administration that level sets back to the norm. The bigger challenge, I think, Ron, is going to be what is happening inside the press itself. The dissolution of journalistic standards that we had all come to expect in mainstream journalism, a lot of that has crumbled. And so what you now have is a variety of very powerful news outlets that have no problem not just repeating falsehoods or misinformation, but disseminate them themselves. And the lines have blurred now between propaganda and what we would consider journalism in a way that has been described as truth decay. You've got an epistemological problem where people don't know now entirely what's true and what's not. And the old authorities and curators of what is factual are greatly weakened. And that's dangerous for our democracy. And I don't think that that's going to be solved just by a new president. I think internally, news organizations and all of us culturally are going to have to think about what to do about that. How do we preserve freedom of the press when you've got an internet in which somebody who denies climate change or promotes wild conspiracy theories can put up a website that is getting as many viewers as the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal? And if that's the case, and people can choose whatever news or facts fit their opinions rather than having their opinions fit the facts, can we still have a functioning marketplace of ideas? If you ask me, one of the things I'm most worried about long-term for democratic values, this is the one.